Hello and welcome to the Amy
And Kyle.
Adventures podcast, also known as the AK podcast. This is the podcast where we talk about all things marriage, mental health, and
Cycling.
hey, you remembered this time.
Mm.
Now it is currently Thursday, the 30th of April, and when this podcast goes out tomorrow morning, we'll be off to cycle around the world.
Vamos.
We're currently sat in our lounge. All my panniers, fork bags, top bag, and Chester are on the floor. Chester's panting at the rate of I don't know what.
Banshee.
A rabid dog. We've just been on a walk to try and calm my nerves. It's very hot out there. I actually met a randomer on the walk who follows us.
Oh, nice.
He was on his bike and he stopped me.
Oh, that's
He
cool.
didn't know where he was going.
Mm.
And he said he was looking for the cycle route 50 something to Derby. So I sent him down Station Road and turned right, but I don't know if I sent him the right way now.
Well, I think you did send him the right way.
Did I?
I've been there, so I've buffed down there.
Okay, so hopefully he's gone the right way if he's listening. I didn't actually catch his name, but hope you got home, basically. So yeah, I've just tried to calm my nerves because the last week I just feel full of nervous energy.
Mm.
But I'm calling it excited energy.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Kyle?
Pretty chilled out today, you know. Yeah, feeling pretty chilled. And yeah, I did get a little bit nervous yesterday. I think I was having a bit of, but it was more like nervous because we had a lot of stuff to do. I don't know if it was like nerves or just my mind was fizzing a bit.
Well, you did repack your bags about 5 times.
Yeah, good job as well.
Yeah, we had to. Why was it a good job?
Because it was way too heavy.
Yeah, we weighed our bags, didn't we? Mine's fully done now, and my full setup with my bike and my bags, I've actually got it written down somewhere. Is it on here, Kyle?
Yeah, I know what it is.
My bike weighs 12 kilograms.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it is as well, actually. My bike weighs 12 and my bag weighs 16. So overall, my setup is 28 kilograms.
Yeah,
What's yours, Kyle?
28.
Both 28?
Yeah.
I thought you were meant to be carrying more than me. Slow you down.
I've actually got more bits and bobs as well, weirdly.
I think we've basically ended up the same because you've got more tools than me, a bit more, but then I've still got quite a lot of. I think the only tools extra you've got is the.
You've ditched more kit than me as well.
What tools have you got extra than me?
I've got like chain breakers and bits and bobs that you have on your tool. I don't know.
I've got that too. Anyway, somehow we both end up the same. I thought you were carrying more than me. Yeah, but I've got the life straw. In
Yeah, but that
mine.
weighs nothing.
I've got the cameras.
Yeah, but that probably makes up for if I'm carrying extra tools.
I've got cameras. I've got batteries for the cameras.
Yeah.
I've also got, being a woman, some things I might need as a woman.
Mm. Well, I've got like the heated gloves like fully in my bag as well.
Yeah, I've posted stuff out. So
Which are
Kyle's
heavy.
decided to go carrying his heated gloves from the start, whereas I've decided to I've literally this morning just made a last minute decision to post my heated gloves, not the batteries. They have to stay with us because you're not allowed to post batteries, but you can take them on a plane, which is confusing. Anyway, I've posted my heated gloves and my gaiter thing, which goes around my head, to Australia because I don't think I'll use that before then because I won't use it in Europe and I definitely won't use it in Bangkok to Singapore.
No.
So I've got rid of that. And we've both made a last minute decision this morning as well to post our leggings out to Perth.
Yeah, the bib tights are quite heavy, thick. But then I thought, well, hopefully and logically, this time of year, we shouldn't really need too many layers going across to Singapore.
No, because we've got leg warmers, so we can
I've
put
got 2 sets of them as well, which
Yeah.
make up for the thickness of the bib tights.
Yeah, so we thought let's post them to Perth so we don't have to cycle with them there. But 27 kilos, we went on a little recce ride, didn't we, on Tuesday? Our last ride was Tuesday. We only did an hour just to see what it felt like. Kyle was great, no speed wobble this time because we've put more weight in the fork bags. And we have checked the weight capacities of the bike, so don't worry, it's all good. The bike can take up to 150 kilograms.
Wheel depending, it can be around 120 kilos, depending on your frame and stuff. But yeah, it depends on your wheels as well. But ours are safely well within. If you're 120, you'd be okay.
Yeah.
But we're well within that. So
yeah, obviously including us on the bike as well. So we're all good with that.
So we're under 100.
But I had a bit of a speed wobble on the recce ride, which is because basically all the weight was on the back of my bike and I hardly put any weight on the forks. And then I realised, although it seems counterintuitive, you want to put more weight in your forks to keep your bike, like your front wheel stable. So I've done that now. To be honest, I haven't had time to go on another ride to check it. So I'm just hoping that when we leave tomorrow morning, it'll be good.
I'll be confident.
And if it's not, then when we get to the hotel tomorrow night, because we're staying in a hotel tomorrow night, I'll have time to rearrange it because we've got The first day, we're cycling from Sudbury, so it'll be today when you're listening to this. We're cycling from Sudbury near Derby to Bicester, 110 miles, so a shorter day for us. And then day 2, we're gonna be cycling from Bicester down to Portsmouth, so that'll be another 110. So 2 short days to start with, and then we get the ferry from Portsmouth to Caen on Saturday night. The
Yeah.
annoying thing is the ferry's at 11 p.m.
Yeah, but it always has been. We've been on this ferry about 3 or 4 times.
I know it always has been, but it doesn't make it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a bit it's an annoying time. Mm, it's an annoying time because, yeah, you end up just waiting about to get on the ferry.
Yeah.
But you get there for early morning, which is nice,
Yeah, you get to France early, but
but you just don't sleep.
it basically means on Saturday night, we're gonna be hanging around the ferry port until about we're gonna be hanging around the ferry port till about well, you can't get on the ferry till 10,
Yeah.
which is and then because we're gonna lose an hour, because France are an hour ahead, so we're gonna jump forward in time. So when we land well, not land, dock in France on Sunday morning at 6:45, that's actually gonna be 5:45, and we're not gonna get to sleep till about midnight by the time we've got on the ferry. Because the annoying thing in the ferry as well, I will point out, is they do those tannoy announcements into your bedroom until about midnight, remember?
Yeah.
And it wakes you up
Yeah,
because
it's
we wanna go straight to sleep, don't we?
it's just a bit of a pain because they start talking to you about pointless stuff, and you're just thinking, much better if you just were quiet so we could actually go sleep.
There must be ways to turn it off. I bet you can't because probably emergencies, but
No, they won't be.
so if anyone lives in Portsmouth and you wanna come and wave us off on Saturday nights, we'll be hanging around the ferry terminal somewhere. We might go to that what's that pub right near the ferry that we went to last
I
time?
can't remember what it's called, but
There's one pub that's literally right near the ferry. I think we'll just have to go and park ourselves there and eat food and just wait,
yeah.
put our puffer jackets on. But anyway, moving on, I thought in today's episode, seeing as got so much nervous energy, we could maybe talk you through our rules
Mm.
for what we've made up for when we go round. And we'll also again talk you through our route and as well before we end. Anyway, that was pointless side note. So we thought basically every time we go on a trip, a long trip, we always make ourselves a few little rules to basically follow while we're away to make sure that our relationship stays solid.
Mm.
I'm not saying it won't, like we know we're very strong together.
Yeah.
Been together 10 years this year.
Decade?
No. Married 7.
No.
Not until November though. When did we start dating? We started dating in the
November 2016.
what time of year was it? It was like
Just
August, I
told
think.
you, not November.
No,
Oh, is that when we got together?
that's when you I became your girlfriend. It was in
Oh,
summer.
so was it October?
No, it was
Was it
definitely
September then?
I think it was in August because
No, I don't think it wasn't August.
I
I
remember
know for a fact it wasn't.
it being warm.
Yeah, it was. It was like September.
Okay, maybe it was
August, it
February.
wasn't. Definitely wasn't August.
Oh wow, what were you doing in August?
Well, I was working away.
Were you
I
with
remember, no, I remember not talking to you then.
thought you were with another woman.
Oh, no, I was doing an extension actually. Well, I know one then.
Okay, so I think we got together in the September and then we got official girlfriend boyfriend in the November. And then 3 years later we got married on the same date, 3rd November of the
Make it
same date.
simple.
So now we have to have one anniversary when we got married and when we got together.
You'd
3rd
think
of
I'd
November.
never forget it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, what you do. Let's not talk about that today. But I think, hopefully we will be well home before the 3rd of November.
Yeah.
We can celebrate our 10 years together then. But anyway, so we have these rules. These are my rules, and then Kyle's written down his. Have you read mine? No.
No.
Okay, and I've not read yours. So, rule number 1. Now, this is the most important rule. We basically are going to have a code word. And my rule just says, if we say merino wool, it means we are serious. So merino wool is our code word for I am serious right now. I am not joking. I'm not putting this on. Basically, if we're really struggling, sometimes you're really struggling, you can say, oh, I can't do it or I need to stop early, but you don't really mean it. But if you say merino wool, that means you are absolutely done for the day. You're stopping early. You're serious. If you don't say that, it means you're having a bit of a tiff, a taz. You just need to vent it, but you're going to be okay. But if we say merino wool, that's it. The reason we've chosen merino wool is because I bought a merino wool top for this trip and I just can't stand the feel of merino wool.
Mm.
When I think about it, it makes me feel all itchy and horrible. You like it, don't you?
Yeah, I like it. It's not itchy.
But for me, it just feels, I can't even stand it. I put it on to practice. I thought, right, let me just see if I'm actually going to be able to wear this. And I can't describe the horrible feeling on my skin.
It wasn't cheap either.
It was really expensive.
Now we give it to your mum.
I'm giving it to my mum. I've given it to my mum, yeah. But you
Anyway,
know?
that's the reason.
Don't take tags off and delete the receipt, is what I
Well,
say.
your mum's happy about it.
Yeah, my mum's got a merino wool now, but if we're not gonna say that now, we can't say it. If we say that, we're
Yeah,
really
but what if I'd say, "Oh, I need to find my merino wool to go to sleep tonight."
no, you have to say, "I need to find my sleep top."
My sleeping
Because if
system
you
top.
say merino wool, I'll think you're panicking. I'll say, "Oh, what's the matter?"
It's on my list anyway.
Right, rule number 2, listen to each other. If one of us needs quiet time, we respect it without being offended.
Yeah.
Quite simple. Because I think sometimes, if someone's not talking, you
Mm.
can start to feel like, "Oh, you're annoyed at me."
Yeah.
And if you do it, I'm like, "Oh, he's annoyed at me." But we have to understand we're not annoyed at each other. Sometimes it's normal just to have some quiet time and also listen to each other. Don't just like talk over each other or not let someone say how they feel. Like really listen to each other and do our best
Yeah,
to
but I
understand.
also think,
Yeah.
oh, excuse me, Yana.
He's my neck is tired before we start here.
A bit too chilled out. Um, what I will say is, usually when we're riding together,
Yeah.
I feel like we do have quite a bit of quiet time anyway, because we naturally, you can't go 12 hours a day. You'd be yabbering on all day.
No, you can't. You need
That's
quiet time.
normal, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Next rule. No longer than 20 minutes after a tiff, aka an argument, we both say sorry and forget about it.
But if that 20 minutes coincides with the quiet time,
No, 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 because we would have had an argument, so it'd
I'm
be quiet
joking.
anyway. But yeah, we can say, even if we think we're in the right, we have to both say sorry.
Right, I'll clock it down on my watch when we have had the argument.
Yeah, no longer than 20 minutes after. Just don't let it go on for longer than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Next rule, number 4, safety always comes first. Basic, simple rule.
Yeah.
It doesn't need many explaining. Do that one at the end. Next one, encourage each other and remember to say we're proud of each other.
Hmm.
Just remember that like what we're doing is hard and just to really encourage each other because it can make a world of difference just saying to each other, "Oh, I'm really proud of you." It just gives you that little boost.
Mm.
Next one, routine when we get in, shower, stretch, food, and then the Strava and the socials.
And when we're saying Strava, it's not because we're trying to gloat. We have to do Strava to download to add to the World Ultra Cycling Association, don't we?
Yeah, so one of the rules for the record is that we have to add 2 timestamp photos every day to our Strava, and then we have to send the Strava link every night to the record people. Unless we've got no signal, we can send it like the next day. So if you've seen lots of timestamps photos on our Stravas, then that's why.
At least you know where I am, where I say I am.
Yeah, exactly. Next one is remind each other to eat and drink enough and don't get annoyed at each other when we're trying to look out for each other. This is for both of us. I think sometimes when you say to me, "Amy, not eating enough," I'll be like, "Yes, I am." But I
Mm.
just need to be like, "He's just trying to look after me." Just don't get annoyed at each other because I know sometimes I ask you if you're okay and you get annoyed at me for
Yeah, I don't ever usually react well to that.
I don't know why. Sometimes I'm just like, "Oh, you okay?" And then he gets really angry at me for asking him.
No, I think it's back in the day when I used to struggle a lot more
Yeah.
and you used to ask me and it felt a bit patronising. And
But
it's
it
like,
never was. I was
no, I
just
know it never
generally
was, but
asking
I
you
was
if you're
obviously
okay.
suffering and I was like,
Yeah.
don't ask me if I'm okay.
Yeah, you get angry.
Yeah, but I
So
don't so much anymore.
so I thought that was a good rule. And then, um, one more. Oh, yeah, the last one. Always end the day with a kiss before bed.
Even if we stink.
Yeah. Do you think that's a nice one? I
Ooh,
thought you'd like that one, Kyle.
lucky I've got a toothbrush.
Yeah. Right, what's your rules?
I've not got as many as that,
Oh,
but I've got a few.
okay, go on then.
Always respect if one of us is saying ease off or we need to try and be a bit steadier.
Yeah.
Because I think it's quite easy, especially early in the challenge, and I've reiterated this quite a lot, that it's quite easy when you feel fresh or you feel good. Even on a day where you've been doing loads of days, if you feel good, sometimes you just push on without meaning to. So always remind each other that steady, slow and steady.
Yeah.
Sometimes just check your numbers sometimes if we're going a bit too much because it will catch you up. Don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated if you can't do something or I can't. That's more of a rule for me because when we did the Prague trip, I did get frustrated when my hands were too cold and I couldn't take the tire off, and I did throw my wheel on the floor.
Yeah, we can't have any anger outbursts this time.
We did bend my disc rotor, but I bent it back on my hand, so it was okay. But we don't want any of that. Majority of the time, I was okay, but that's more aimed at myself. I've actually made a rule for myself. Always tell you I love you every day,
Aw,
no matter when it is.
yeah,
Remind each other that it's just one day at a time, especially when we're struggling.
yeah,
If one of us needs to stop for anything, don't even question it. We stop.
Yeah, that's a good one actually.
Like, if it's a wee,
You
I
actually need
need
to
to stop for a snack.
you need to encourage me to stop because I'm
Yeah.
so bad at holding wheezing.
But it's anything like, if I say, "Alright, I'm something's a bit awkward to get out," or whatever,
You just stop.
just stop.
Only
Like,
takes a few minutes.
sometimes it's so easy to just keep pedaling and just think, "Oh, I'll just get it in a minute,"
Mm,
or next time I stop, and then you just never do, and then you end up feeling worse.
yeah.
So you might as well just stop. So yeah,
So,
that's
oh,
my rules.
can I add one more rule on? Can we write it down?
Mm.
No getting angry for taking photos.
No, because I actually wanna take photos.
Yeah, so that's all right then.
By the rules, we have to.
Yeah, we have to.
So I'll allow you 2 photos per day
Hey,
as per the rules.
more than that.
Yeah.
Maybe I can have a maximum number. So that's fair.
No, to be honest, we're going to a lot of new places we've not been to before. I think we're both gonna wanna take photos.
Yeah, if there's a really nice viewpoint, we have to stop and take a photo.
I'm such a sucker for not wanting to stop,
He doesn't want to stop. That we make
ever.
so many nice views, and I have to be like, Kyle, please, can we stop? And then he'll be like, no, I'm not stopping. Like, fine, I'll just stop and take a selfie then.
I think sometimes if it's up to me, I just keep rolling all day.
Yeah, I would as well, to be fair.
I don't know.
But if especially if I'm doing stuff that I'm sharing with people, and I want people to see what we're doing, like that with this. If we want to raise money for the charity and bring people along, we have to stop and take photos of the good moments. And also, I want them for the memory.
Yeah, but also Nigel made a good point yesterday,
Yeah,
and he said, even if you take that hour off the bike, it's in the long run that'll do you better.
yeah, because you
So
off the saddle.
getting your bum off the saddle and just reflecting on stuff or looking at something will be good for you in the long run.
Yeah, because think how good you feel. You know, sometimes when you're on the bike, you feel a bit horrible. When you stop and get off and have a snack, when you get back on again, you feel better because you've
Mm.
had that little break. So, although it's
But it's so easy to feel like you're wasting time when you.
yeah, it is. There's also the other way as well of like sometimes you feel worse when you get back on, and sometimes you do just need to keep going
Mm.
when you've been stopping too much.
I think you know when that is,
It's
though.
the balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there are rules then.
Mm.
And now we've read them out, I actually feel like, oh my God, we're actually going. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, we're going.
It does actually feel really real. So yeah. How you feeling after you've read your rules out?
Um,
Does it feel more real now? Or is it already
it's a bizarre one to say because I was expecting, like, because I was in bed last night.
yeah.
It took me absolutely ages to go to sleep, and that's not like me.
Same, I could not sleep last night.
That's not like me at all. And I've been like it for the last 2 or 3 nights now,
Mm,
and I know that I had a bit of nervous energy yesterday.
I
I
did
didn't
not.
expect to feel as calm as I do today.
You're really calm today. But I think it's because everything is done. Like this morning we got up, we cleaned the house,
Mm.
we just we went through our list and checked we've got everything. We've sorted out like we're staying at my mum and dad's tonight with Chester to have like a night with the family. Dad's doing us a curry. The whole house is clean. Everything just feels like right, we are ready now. We're ready to go. There's nothing else to do. The only thing we had to do was like record this podcast. And it's just we're ready. So I think you're calm because you know you're ready.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, oh
I think it's because I don't like lingering jobs.
yeah.
And I said to Amy earlier, I said, weirdly, I'm not nervous for the riding
Mm.
because I think I'm not thinking about the whole number.
It's actually too hard
Just
to compute it.
no, I can't. So in my head, I'm just like, this day I'm going to ride there, and then that day I'm going to ride there. And
Yeah.
that's sort of how I'm looking at it. I'm just going to look at my Garmin each morning and be like, right, that's where we're going today.
Yeah. I went to get my eyelashes and my eyebrows done this morning because I thought at least I can start off feeling nice. Because my makeup bag consists of my sun cream, a concealer, which is very small, just if I get like if I feel like I want to just cover a spot up or something. And then I've literally just got an eyebrow pencil for when my eyebrows evaporate off,
Hmm.
when the dye fades off them. And that is it because I'm not going to have any foundation that I normally wear. I'm just going to be myself. And I find that hard, but I'm just going to go for it. But yeah, I went to the beauticians this morning, had my eyelashes done. I love having my eyelashes done. Not fake ones. I've just had them curled up.
Hmm.
But I was lying there and like she was asking me all these questions like, oh, why are you going on holiday? Because people have a holiday, don't they?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it's not, it's a bit bigger than a holiday. And I told her what I was doing and she was asking me about it. And we've obviously been asked these questions so much, but I was just lying there with my eyes closed, going through all the countries. So we're doing, I'll just go through it quickly now, but we're doing obviously down to Portsmouth, then we've got France, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Serbia,
I think we get the order.
Hungary,
Yeah.
Bulgaria in some sort of order. Turkey, fly from Istanbul to Bangkok. We do Bangkok to Singapore, fly from Singapore to Perth, Perth to Brisbane, Brisbane to Dunedin in New Zealand,
Dunedin.
Dunedin. There to Auckland, then we fly from Auckland to Alaska, aka Anchorage. Ride from Anchorage down across Canada, enter into America, into North Dakota. We go down to Kansas City, then we go all the way, keep going down a bit towards Texas. Then we take a
A swing up.
Then we go swing round and up through the state of New York, but not the city, back in through Quebec, back into Canada, around to Halifax, fly from Halifax to Lisbon in Portugal, and then we ride Portugal, Spain, France, and back home. So that is so long. And when I say it out loud, it's just so hard to compute that us two are going to be like in Australia and we're going to be in New Zealand. Do you know what I mean? It's just,
Oh, and more exciting news as well.
yeah.
I'll be wearing my Derby Merc cap there.
Yes, Carl's very excited about that. He's representing the
Derby
Merc.
Mercury's going international.
Oh, jeez.
So someone who does the kit supplies for the club gave me a Derby Mercury cap yesterday because obviously Santini have been amazing sponsors of our kit, but I wanted something that was going to represent our local club. So I've got my cap and I do
I
like
will be
wearing a
very
cap.
proud of you.
So I'm going to try and have loads of pictures of iconic places in my Derby Merc cap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. They asked if I wanted one, but I felt bad because I said no, but I can't wear them.
There you get.
They hurt my head too much.
Your noggin's too big, guy.
I do have a big head, but it's more room for the brain.
Not as big as your dad's apparently, though, we found out the other day.
Yeah, we gave my dad a helmet. It wouldn't fit him.
Well, flipping heck.
He has got a big head as well.
Yeah.
It's a Hudson trait, maybe. My head's not that
Oh, I
big,
didn't
is
know.
it?
You've got a medium.
I've got a
Which is
medium,
not a big head then, is it?
medium helmet, then not a large helmet.
I've just got a pip head.
You've got a small head.
Yeah.
It looks even smaller when you shaved all your hair off now.
I say you went to the beauticians and I did the beauty on myself.
Carl shaved his hair off. Your beard's a little bit long though. You shaving that?
Because I've shaved my hair shorter as well, it's made
Yeah,
my beard look longer. I need to trim it, but I've not had time.
you can trim it later at mum and dad's.
No, I'll have
Your
to.
hair grows so quick though. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to let it grow or?
I'll take my trimmers.
You can't take your trimmers. Too heavy. You have to just let it grow. No, I don't know.
Or I just go to.
Can't you just shave it?
I bet in Bangkok I'm about to get it cut off.
Can you shave it with a normal razor?
Hey?
Can you shave your head with a normal razor, or will that
Not
hurt
like
it?
could, but
It'll make it all
skin bolt
It'll make
and
it
then
all
go back.
spotty. Yeah. Well, maybe like the only days we're really going to have off is the day we land everywhere. Not everywhere, but 4 times. We're having our bike service where we'll have to have a full day off because both bikes get a full service and all that. And also sorting out after a flight, we'll be jet lagged and things. We're going to have a full day off for that. So you could always go to a hairdresser while we're having the bike serviced.
Well,
That would be an
we
option.
can't really stand and watch, can we?
No, not going to stand and what?
So I might just in Perth. Perth might be the first time I need one.
Anyone live in Perth knows a hairdresser?
It won't take you long. All you got to do is whop it off.
Whop it off, yeah. Maybe I'll get my nails. No, I'm not going to get my nails done. That'd be silly. But I am actually just really looking forward to going back to basics.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm like, I have a million thoughts in my head all at once, and sometimes it's too much to deal with.
Mm.
And when I'm on my bike, it calms my brain down, and I can actually just it feels like my thoughts are going at a speed of what I think they should go at, not 100 miles an hour. So I'm just really looking forward to being on my bike and just focusing on the only things we're going to have to focus on is literally where we're getting to tonight, eating enough and staying safe. We're not going to be worrying about the daily worries of I don't know, the little things that stress you out at home. And I'm so, so, so grateful that we're going to get this opportunity because I know that it's such a privilege. There's just so many people listening to this that there's probably a lot of people thinking I would not want to do that. Or there's probably a lot of people thinking that is the dream to do. And I know there's a lot of people that have said, why are you doing it for the record? Why don't you take your time and just go and do it and explore the places? You're not going to get to see them. But there's 2 reasons for that. First of all is that we're quite competitive and we want to challenge ourselves and we really want to push ourselves to the limit and raise as much money for the charity. And we want to just see how far we can go, really. And the other reason, of course, is we don't have time to spend. We can't afford or have the time to spend a year going around the world traveling and exploring because it'll cost double the amount.
If you're fortunate, it's cheaper for us to go quicker than it is.
Yeah. And obviously we're very grateful that this ride is sponsored and I can't really imagine sponsors are going to want to sponsor us to go and have a jolly. But they will sponsor us for a record. And I'd rather do the record, to be honest, at this point in my life.
Yeah.
I generally want to push myself and I want to see how fast we can go.
I think people need to remember as well when they're coming out with all these comments and I take so much of it with a pinch of salt. Sometimes
I think it's funny, but it's
but sometimes it's people are so forceful with their opinions. just remember that everyone has a different point of view,
Yeah.
and it doesn't mean your opinion is right, because that would be a dictatorship, and that's not what
Yeah, and our
it is.
opinion isn't right, that's why I'm saying it.
Exactly that. So
Yeah,
people are entitled to their opinion, but don't be so forceful on
yeah.
this is what you should do.
Yeah, I understand.
You get a lot of that.
I understand people that don't understand why we're doing it the way we are.
Mm,
Because a lot of people that will look at it and think, why on earth would you want to just go as fast as you can and not
yeah,
get to stop and enjoy? But what I'm saying is I enjoy pushing myself. And
yeah,
yes, it's going to be hard. It's going to be painful. I'm worried about saddle sore. I'm worried about injury. I'm worried about lots of things that can go wrong. But if we don't try, we'll never know. And yeah, that's why we're doing it. So
yeah. And don't, yeah. Well, my point being is though, people that get so worked up about it, just like chill out. That could be your way. This is our way.
yeah,
Neither way is right, but it's right for us.
yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say. It's not an issue.
Everyone's different.
Yeah. If you want to go and do it slowly, feel free.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem though, isn't it? I wish everyone could, but it's so expensive. But
Yeah.
we're just very,
We are
very,
fortunate.
very grateful that we've got the sponsorship. So I do actually want to say really a big thank you to our sponsors actually. So we've got CAMS, who are the headline sponsor. They're the cycling accident management service. They basically I got involved with them when I was hit by a car. Someone told me about them. You literally ring them if you're ever in a cycling accident. They also have an department for if you're in a car or a motorbike accident. Google them, and you don't pay anything monthly, nothing like that. You don't pay anything. You just call them if you're in an accident that wasn't your fault, and they sort out everything. Like for me, a new bike, physio, an injury claim, all of
Yeah.
that. And then yeah, from there they realised that I had following, and they asked me if I wanted to be an ambassador. And a few years down the line, here we are. They're sponsoring us. So big thank you to Cams. They're all so lovely, and they're coming down to the start to see us. So
Well, it's like a real family
it
unit,
really is. They're
and we
so
get invited
lovely.
on these trips, and it's so amazing.
Yeah, we have a right laugh. And Simo, if you're listening, shout out to you.
Simo, we love you,
Simo,
mate.
he's so
And Botti.
and Botty, best
Yeah.
lads, Alan, Sam, everyone,
Yeah,
Chris.
incredible team.
And then also we've got Ruby, who obviously we're going to be going past when we go through Prague because they're based in Prague. So big thank you to Ruby for doing a lot of training on the indoor trainer. Then we've got Pinarello, obviously, the BCs. And as we know, they're gorgeous, they're lovely. And
Mm.
we're hoping they're going to get us through the ride. They're called, well, we've got the Gravel F3 for the ride, but mine's called Pickle.
Mine is called Gecko.
And we've got some little stickers, pickle and gecko stickers to put on our bags.
Made by a tailfin, actually.
Yeah. And then finally, Santini, who have sorted our kit. We've got custom kit and I love it. So, yeah, just massive thank you to our sponsors. We really do appreciate, like, we would not be able to do this without you. And again, it just feels so weird. So the beautician actually went to today, I've not seen her for over a year.
Mm.
And she was asking me, she was like, oh, last time you came, you were talking about you might leave your job. And I was like, yeah, I left my job a year ago.
Yeah.
And I remember doing that and feeling so scared to do it.
Mm.
And feeling like, first of all, I've never felt like I deserve this.
Yeah.
I know it's like people are like, oh, don't like just enjoy it. And it is hard to just enjoy it and I do enjoy it and I try my best, but there's always moments where I'm like, I don't deserve this. It's all going to end. It's like, it's so weird, but then I just have to tell myself I do. And
You do deserve it, and a lot of work goes into it, and people enjoy it. That is entertainment.
yeah, hopefully it's going to be entertaining seeing us ride around the world looking awful. But
Yeah.
yeah, so, and also the biggest thank you goes to everyone that follows this channel and messages us and comments. And I'm really sorry I've not had time to reply to comments as much as normal recently. Everything's just been so hectic and I've been trying to prioritize time with family and Chesty Bow, our dog. But we really do appreciate all the comments. Even if we don't always reply, we're reading them all. We do appreciate them. And when we're riding around the world, we'll do the same. The plan for around the world is all of our training videos are going to go out. So there'll be a couple of videos going out a month on the channel. And then all the videos from the trip will go out when we get home, just so we can really take our time to edit them. And we won't have time while we're on the road and I'm not taking a laptop. We will have this podcast going out hopefully every other week. And we're also going to do some YouTube lives once a week or once every other week. So just keep your eye out for them where you can log on and ask us questions and we'll be live from somewhere in the world. So yeah, hopefully that will keep you in the loop. And if you want to donate to the charity or follow us along live, both the links for the live tracker and the charity donations are in the description. We're doing donations for Shout Mental Health Charity, who provide 24-hour support for people. And the reason we decided to do it for them is because when I struggled, if I didn't have my family to turn to and Kyle, I don't know what I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I could have picked up the phone and called someone. So being able to send a text, which Sharp do with their 24 text service, that could have been a lifeline for me, and it will be for a lot of people. So I'm always going to remember that in my head when it gets hard. Anything you'd
Yeah,
like
it's
to say?
one. Yeah, no, I echo that. It's a massive pleasure to actually to be able to raise money for a really good charity, and that's full focus really. As much as we are set on the record, that's obviously the ultimate aim and where all this started. So yeah, and we're obviously extremely grateful for everyone that supported that over the number of years as well. So yeah,
I think the nice thing is, and I think the reason we were able to do these rides together is I think going through what we went through with me, because I feel a lot of guilt when I think about how I was. And like you support,
yeah, but you can't feel guilt,
I know,
but you
but it's
people
not,
naturally do.
I think a lot of people that struggle do because I felt like a burden on you. But like without you, I wouldn't have got through it. And through that, we've got stronger. And I think that makes us stronger together when we ride.
Hmm.
We've seen each other at our worst. Do you know what I mean? And like we'll see each other at probably even worse states on the bike on this trip. But that means that we're able to support each other. And yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
Obviously, I wish it hadn't happened.
of course.
But I think if it didn't happen, if I didn't have that breakdown and leave my job and had to leave my job as a nurse and all of that, you wouldn't have got me a bike, and this would never have happened.
No.
And we'd probably both now I'd probably just be in a different job, not nursing, 9 to 5, and you'd still be on the building site, and we'd probably just still be not living our full life.
Yeah.
And now we're going around the world, baby. It doesn't feel real, but we're going tomorrow. What the hell?
Mm.
But yeah, thank you to everyone. We just really appreciate it. I think we will finish soon because we're going to go and meet my mum for lunch, say bye to her. We're going to go and have a curry with my dad. And yeah, tomorrow morning, we've got over 100 people signed up to come and wave us off from the cafe, which I'm excited slash nervous about. I'm actually really nervous for the first 2 days. I feel like it won't feel real until we get to France, do you?
No.
I feel
Yeah.
like because the first 2 days, I'm excited there's going to be so many people coming to see us. I've had so many messages, but I'm also a bit nervous about that in a weird way.
Yeah. I'm not nervous about it. You always get nervous about it, but I'm not particularly. Don't really make me nervous.
I just don't want people to feel like, because obviously, because we're riding, it's really hard. We can't stop for everyone,
Yeah, but I think people
and it
appreciate
makes
that.
me feel bad
Yeah.
if we have to go.
Maybe I'm just a bit of a Rumpelstiltskin. I don't really pay much attention. Maybe I'm too oblivious.
Yeah. Well, I've got my Chester stickers with us, so we'll be giving them out along the road. And yeah, there's not much more else to say other than
Let's
we're
get it
doing it.
done.
We're doing it. But next podcast from us will be reporting, hopefully from somewhere in Europe if we manage to record one.
Mhm.
We have planned to stay out in our bivvy bags in Europe somewhere.
Yeah.
So we'll be sleeping on it, hopefully in a graveyard, actually. It'll be quite nice. And I'm not actually joking. Churches are the best place to sleep because they always have a water source and I just feel safe.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll finish off with a mental health tip and then we'll say adios. So, my tip this week is to not take today for granted
Yeah.
because we've had quite a few things recently where, like, friends of friends or people we know have come down with something, and it just makes you realize that life is so short
Mm.
and you just really do have to think, like, don't take your days for granted. If you've got something you want to do and you've not done it, go for it because otherwise you'll look back and you'll wish you've done it. So, if I'd not gone for it with my decisions I've made with leaving my job and stuff, I wouldn't be here now.
Mm.
I'm not saying go and leave your job. That's not the advice I'm giving, but I'm just saying enjoy your days as much as you can. Yes, there's things we have to do that we don't want to do. We all have to do them, but the day is how you make it and how you think about it and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And any wisdom you'd like to impart, Kylie?
Um, Try and be a positive impact on someone's life. I think that's a good one. I think everyone can be so wrapped up in their own world and everyone's got stuff going on, but sometimes if you can just make someone smile or just a bit of niceness, hold a door for someone, anything, something very simple. Try and be a positive even once a day, as much as you can for someone else, and people do appreciate it, and it makes everyone much happier.
Yeah, that's nice. I held the door open for someone yesterday and they were really
I do it all the time.
grateful.
I'm a sucker for that.
It's your key move. It's your signature move, isn't it?
Yeah, it's how I get the ladies.
It's how you caught me. Held the door open a few times.
Yeah,
It was the gateway to his first kiss.
yeah. So take note.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening. We are going to go now. But as we said, the links, if you want to follow us live tracker, if you want to donate to the charity, they are both in the description of this podcast. They're also going to be pinned in the comments of all the videos going out and in the descriptions of all the videos going out. You can follow us along on Strava. Mine's Amy Cycling Adventures. Kyle, what's your
The
Strava?
snacking cyclist.
On Strava?
Oh no. Where's
That's
it on Strava?
Instagram.
Is it just Kyle Hudson? I think it
Kyle Hudson on Strava.
yeah.
But if you wanna follow on Instagram, Kyle's gonna be doing his updates daily about what he's eating on the ride.
I'm gonna try and keep everyone updated on Instagram daily if I can.
Yeah, so you can follow him on @thesnackingcyclist, and I'm amy.cycling.adventures. So on Instagram, there'll be in the moment things going out. But yeah, thank you so much. We're gonna head off now. So TTCFN, ta-ta for now. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And Chester says bye too. We're gonna miss him.